Ma'am, an invitation here. Ma'am, delivered by hand. And ma'am, I noticed the stationery's engraved and very grand.
Petra, how too exciting, just when I need it. Petra, such elegant writing, so chic you hardly can read it. What do you think? Who can it be? Even the ink, no, here, let me. Your presence, just think of it, Petra, is kindly. It's at a chateau requested, etc., Madame Leonora. Oh no. A weekend in the country.
We're invited.
What a horrible plot. A weekend in the country.
I'm excited.
No, you're not. It's that woman. It's that Armfeld.
The actress.
No, the ghoul. She may hope to make her charm felt, but she's mad if she thinks I would be such a fool as to weekend in the country.
How insulting.
And I've nothing to wear. A weekend in the country. Here. The last place I'm going is there.
Well, dear, are you happy here?
Yes, I think so. But I miss us.
Oh, so do I. Darling, how would you feel if we had a home of our very own with a man who would make you the most spectacular father?
Oh, I see. The lawyer, Mr. Eggermont.
Dear child, you're uncanny.
Guess what? An invitation.
Guess who begins with an A? Armfeld, is that a relation to the decrepit Desiree?
Guess when we're asked to go, Sir, see, sir, the date there. Guess where a fancy chateau, sir.
Guess to who's lying in wait. They're setting her traps, fixing her face.
Darling, perhaps a change of pace.
Oh,
a weekend in the country would be charming, and the air would be fresh.
A weekend with that woman.
In the country.
In the flesh.
I've some business with her mother.
See, it's business, oh no doubt. But the business with her mother would be hardly the business I'd worry about.
Just a weekend in the country, smelling jasmine.
Watching little things grow.
A weekend in the country.
Go!
My darling will simply say no.
Mother, I know it's none of my business, but that dragoon you wrote me about, with the mustache.
Oh, him. Whatever I saw in him astounds me. He's a tin soldier, arms, legs, brain. Tin, tin, tin.
A weekend.
How very amusing.
A weekend.
But also inept.
A weekend, of course refusing.
Au contraire, you must accept.
Oh no!
A weekend in the country.
But it's frightful.
No, you don't understand. A weekend in the country is delightful if it's planned. Wear your hair down and a flower. Don't use makeup, dress in white. She'll grow older by the hour and be hopelessly shattered by Saturday night. Spend a weekend in the country.
We'll accept it.
I'd a feeling you would.
A weekend in the country, yes! It's only polite that we should.
Good.
Count Malcolm's insanely jealous, isn't he? You don't suppose he'll come up on a black stallion brandishing a sword?
Oh, dear. I hadn't thought of that. But no, thank heavens. It's his wife's birthday this weekend. At least we're safe from him.
Well?
I've an intriguing little social item.
What?
Out at the Armfeld family man.
Well, what?
Merely a weekend, still I thought it might amuse you to know who's invited to go, this time with his pants.
You don't mean?
I'll give you 3 guesses.
She wouldn't.
Reduce it to 2.
It can't be.
It nevertheless is.
Eggermont.
Right, score 1 for you.
Aha!
Ha-ha!
Aha!
Ha-ha!
A weekend in the country, we should try it.
How I wish we'd been asked.
A weekend in the country, peace and quiet.
We'll go masked.
A weekend in the country.
Uninvited, they'll consider it odd.
A weekend in the country, I'm delighted.
Oh my God!
And the shooting should be pleasant if the weather's not too rough. Happy birthday, it's your present.
But
you haven't been getting out nearly enough, and a weekend in the country.
It's perverted.
Pack my quiver and bow.
A weekend in the country.
At exactly 2:30 we go.
We can't.
We shall.
We shan't.
I'm getting the car and we're motoring down.
Yes, I'm certain you are, but I'm staying in town.
Go and pack my
Good.
suit.
I won't.
I won't pack everything. I own that shoe.
Are you
sure it's all right?
Anything to get out.
And we're off.
There's no need to shout.
Charlotte,
We ride and
we're off on our way with a beautiful day for a
weekend in the country, how amusing, how delightfully droll. A weekend in the country, as we're losing our control.
With the crickets and the pheasants, and the orchards and the hay, with the servants and the peasants.
We'll be laying our plans or we're playing croquet for a weekend in the country, so inactive that one has to lie down. A weekend in the country.
A weekend in the country, the bees in their hives, the shallow worldly figures, the frivolous lives, the devil's companions know not whom they serve. It might be instructive to observe.
However, there's one tiny snag.
A snag?
Lawyer Eckervon is married.
That could be considered a snag.
Oh, don't worry, my darling. I was not raised by your grandmother for nothing.
Charlotte will take the conversation and
Riots is laughter, we quietly suffer. The season in town is just seasoning up for a weekend in the country. How amusing, how delightfully droll. A weekend in the country, while we're losing our control. With the crickets and the pheasants, and the orchards and the hay, with the servants and the peasants, we'll be laying our plans while we're playing croquet for a weekend in the country, so inactive that one has to lie down. A weekend in the country, with twice as sinners and twice as sinners and twice as sinners and twice as sinners. Oh, shall we